Good morning. Welcome back to physics class. So far we have seen the book examples only, but it is not completed. Now we are going to continue the remaining book example questions from the lesson 12. Okay. So look at the question 8. The diagram is shown. By observing the diagram itself, we can come to the conclusion that the resistors are connected in parallel. Okay. So how many resistors? 3 resistors, R1, R2, R3. They given the values of each resistors, that is 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm. This 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm are connected in parallel with the battery of 12 volt. With the battery of 12 volt. Okay. Now we need to find the total, that is the current through each resistor. We know already in a parallel combination, what happened? Current. In parallel combination, current is subdivided. How current is subdivided? The current I from the battery, when it enters to the circuit, to each resistor it is subdivided into I1, I2 and I3. Okay, so the current from the battery, when it goes to the resistors in the parallel combination, the current is subdivided. So we need to calculate the current through each resistors. So the current is subdivided into I1, I2 and I3. So each current we need to calculate. Okay, but potential across the resistor remains constant. But potential difference across resistors that remains constant. So now we can calculate the current easily from Ohm's law. I1 is equal to V by R1, that is V is equal to IR, so I is equal to V by R, but here the current through resistor R1 is I1 is equal to V by R1. I1 is equal to V by R1. So what is the value? The voltage remains constant, it is 12 volt and the resistance value is 5 ohm. So 12 by 5, which is equal to, what is the 12 by 5? 12 by 5, using 5 tables, it is 2 times are 10, remaining 2 20, 4 times are 20. So it is 2.4. So the current value is 2.4 ampere. Similarly, current through resistor I2 is V by R2, that is 12 volt by, what is the resistance value? The second resistor R2 is 10 ohm. So 12 by 10 ohm, which is equal to 1.2 ampere. Similarly, the current through resistor R3 is equal to I3 is equal to V by R3, that is 12 volt by 30 ohm. What is the 12 volt by 30 ohm? 12 by 30 is nothing but using 2 tables, 6 times, then 15. Using 3 tables, 2 3s are 6, 5. So 2 by 5. What is the 2 by 5? 20. So 0.4 ampere. So we have calculated the current I1, I2 and I3. Okay. The next one, they are asked us to find the total current in the circuits. What is the total current? Already we know. The total current is I is equal to sum of the individual current through the resistors. Am I right? The total current in the circuit is a sum of the individual current through each resistors. So we need to add all this. So after adding all, we get I, which is equal to, what is the value? It's a 10, remaining 1, 3, 4, it's a 4 ampere. So the total current in the circuit is 4 ampere. Okay, it's over. Next, they are asking us to find the total circuit resistance. So here, the resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, so the resistors are connected in parallel. We need to calculate the total circuit resistance. So total circuit resistance, it is in parallel. So resistors are in parallel. So 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Substitute the value. 1 by 5 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 30. Taking LCM, it is 30. So here 6, 3 plus 1. So we'll have a 10 by 30. But we want total circuit resistance. So take reciprocal on both sides. So resistors, total circuit resistance in parallel is equal to 30 by 10, which is equal to 3 ohm. So this 3 ohm you compare with this individual resistance. அப்ப கொடுத்திருக்கிறதுலயே parallel combination least value எவ்வளோ 5, அதை விட நமக்கு total circuit resistance less தான் வந்திருக்கு. So you should know one thing, in parallel combinations the total circuit resistance is less than the less of the least resistance. Okay, நமக்கு total circuit resistance எப்படி வந்திருக்குன்னா கொடுத்திருக்க மூணு ரெசிஸ்டர்லயே லெஸ்ஸரான கம்மியான வேல்யூ விட ரொம்ப லெஸ்ஸா வந்திருக்கும். So இது மூணுலயும் பாருங்க 5, 10, 30. இது மூணுலயுமே 5 ohm is the less value, but total circuit resistance is 3 ohm. So comparing this 3 ohm and 5 ohm, so the 3 ohm is very less, that is the total circuit resistance, compared to the less than the least individual resistance. Okay, moving to the next question. Look at the figure. So in this circuit, how many resistors are used? 5 resistors, R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. The values of the resistors, individual resistors are mentioned here. It is 10 ohm, 40 ohm, 30 ohm, 20 ohm and 60 ohm. 10 ohm, 40 ohm, 30 ohm, 20 ohm and 60 ohm. So in these resistors are connected to a battery of 12 volt. So what is the battery? It is a 12 volt battery with an ammeter. So the battery plus is always to connect in a ammeter and battery minus to ammeter negative side. Okay. Now we want to calculate the total resistance in the circuit. Okay. But make sure this circuit that comprises the two parallel combinations. So this is the first set of parallel. And another one parallel set also here. So this is the first parallel combination. This is the second parallel combination. So two parallel combinations are connected in series. Okay. So here two parallel combinations are in series. Okay. So we want to calculate the total circuit resistance. So first, for the first parallel combination. So first parallel combination is, what is the first parallel combination? That is 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. We know the value. It is 1 by 10 plus 1 by 40 ohm, which is equal to, what is the value? If you take LCM, it is 40. So 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5 by 40. Therefore R dash is equal to 40 by 5, which is equal to 8 ohm. So this parallel combination value is 8 ohm. Similarly, in the second parallel combination value we want to find. Similarly, the second parallel combination is 1 by R double dash is equal to 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. Substitute the value. It is 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. If you take a LCM, you have, it is 60. So here 2 times, here 3 times, there 1. So 6 by 60 is a 1 by R double dash. But R double dash is equal to, so it is a 1 by 10 now. So it is 10 ohm. So the second parallel combination value is, it is 10 ohm. Now this two we are comprised and this also we are comprised. This simplification is 8 ohm, this simplification is 10 ohm. So the 8 and 10 are continuous connection. Now R dash comma R double dash are in series combination. Series. So the total circuit resistance is sum of the individual resistance are, that is R dash plus R double dash. What is the value? It is 8 plus 10 ohm. It is 18 ohm. So we got the total circuit resistance. It is 18 ohm. Okay. The second one, total current flowing in the circuit. Okay. So in this parallel combination, total current. So A is over and now B. So total current I is equal to V by R. So potential remains constant, that does not change. So the applied potential from the battery is 12 volt and total circuit resistance is 18 ohm. So 12 by 18 is equal to, using 6 table, 2 6 are 12 and 3 6 are yes, 3 6 are 18. So 2 by 3, what is the value of 2 by 3? 2 by 3 is nothing but 6 times are 18, remaining 2 20, again 6 times are 18, remaining 2, it's a 26, it keeps on comes. So the answer is 0.666 ohm, or if you round up this value 0.67 ampere. So the total current, so the ammeter reading, so which is measured by the ammeter, so ammeter shows 0.67 ampere. So like this combination, the ammeter shows 0.67 ampere. Okay. Next, moving to the next question. Look at the question. An electric iron, we know the laundry iron. So the iron box in solralaya. Yes. So an electric iron that consumes energy at the rate of 840 watts. That is electric iron, air conditioner, so and some kitchen appliances, then the like mixer grinder, these consume so high power. Okay. So an electric iron that consumes energy at the rate of 840 watts when heating is at the maximum rate. That is maximum rate 840 watts and 360 watts when the heating is at the minimum. So electric iron ku rendu condition irukku. So first one is, listen, so heating is maximum. Another one, heating is minimum. Heating is maximum by the operating power of 840 watts. Heating is minimum by the operating power of 360 watts, because watt is the unit of power. Okay. The voltage is 220. For both the cases, the applied voltage is 220 voltage. For both the cases, the applied voltage is 220 volts. Okay. What are the current and the resistance in each case? So for both the cases, heating is maximum and heating is minimum. For both the cases, we want to find the current and the resistance. Okay. We know already power is a product of applied potential and the current. Okay. So from this, we want to find the current now. So I is equal to P by V. So what is the power? The maximum operating power, that is 840 watts divided by 220 voltage. So 0 0 cancel, 11 42. So 42 by 11, which is equal to 3.82. So this is the current, maximum current. This is the current for the power of 840 watts. And next one, resistance. So resistance from Ohm's law, from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR and R is equal to V by I. So what is the applied voltage? It is 220 and the current is 3.82. So what is the resistance? 220 by 3.82, which is 57.60 ohm. So this is the resistance for the cases. Okay. So the heating is maximum for the power of 840 watts. We found the current and the resistance. Next one, heating is minimum. For the cases, the same method, same formula we are going to use. Okay. So we know that power is the product of potential and current. So I is equal to P by V. What is the power? It is a minimum heating power is 360 watts divided by 220 voltage, 0 cancel. Then we have 13 by 11 ampere. So 13 by 11 is nothing but 1.64. Yes, 1.64. Therefore, current I is equal to 1.64 ampere. We have calculated the current. Next one, we want to find the resistance for heating minimum. So from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR and R is equal to V by I. Voltage is remains constant, so it is 220 voltage divided by the current is 1.64 ampere. So 220 by 1.64, after the simplification we have the resistance is 134.15 ohm. So this is the resistance for the cases. Okay. So எப்பவுமே question 2 or 3 times carefully படிச்சு then you can start solutions. Okay. So no numerical is very tedious. So read the question twice or thrice, then you can come to the conclusion how to solve the question. Okay. So in electric current, it consumes energy at the rate of 840 watts when the heating is maximum, 840 watts when the heating is maximum, and 360 watts when the heating is minimum. These are the two conditions given. But for both the cases, the applied voltage remains same. So we need to determine the current and the resistance. So current can be calculated. Power is a product of potential difference and current. And from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR and resistance is the ratio between potential to the current. Okay, then we can get the answer. Question number 11. Look at the question. 100 joule of heat is produced each second in a 4 ohm resistor. Okay, there is a 4 ohm resistor. So this is a 4 ohm resistor. In each second, how much energy is liberated? 100 joule of energy is liberated in each second. Okay. Find the potential across the resistor. So we need to calculate how much the potential across the resistor. Okay. So we know already, we want to calculate the potential across the resistor. So energy is equal to power into time. But power is a product of potential, current and T, and this is Joule's law of heat, which is I square RT, that is also equal to V square T by R. So to determine the potential difference, we should know the resistance first. Okay, we should know the current first, not resistance. We should know the current first. So first we need to find the current, and then we can find the potential difference. Okay. So according to energy, energy is the product of power and the time, but power is the product of voltage and current. And from Joule's law of heat, the energy liberated is nothing but I square RT. And using Ohm's law also we can write V square T by R. So among this, we are going to pick this formula alone. So using this formula, first we will find the current. After finding the current only, we can determine the potential difference across the resistor. Okay. Then therefore energy is equal to I square RT. We want to find the current. No. Therefore R square is equal to energy by resistance into time, or the current is equal to square root of energy divided by resistance into time. But in your book, instead of energy, they mention heat energy. So they use the symbol H. Don't get confused. I mentioned E for energy, but it is a heat energy, so they used H. Okay. Then substitute the value. Square root of what is the energy liberated? It is 100 joule divided by the resistance is 4 ohm, and then each second time is 1 second. Okay. Then 4 and this one is 25. So square root 25 is 5. Therefore 5 ampere current is produced. Okay. And then we want to find the potential difference from Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Already we found the current in the resistor to the resistor, that is 5 ampere, into the resistor is 4 ohm. So 5 ampere into 4 ohm. Therefore the potential difference across the resistor is 20 volts. So we found the potential difference also. Okay. So very careful. You should know the formula first. Okay. இந்த ஃபார்முலா தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா என்ன டேட்டாஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்களோ அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி நம்ம எது வேணுமோ அதை பிக் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அவங்க என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, ஆல்ரெடி ரெசிஸ்டரோட வேல்யூ கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஐ மீன் மென்ஷன் த ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் த given ரெசிஸ்டர் and how much energy is produced, but instead of time they mention each second, which means in each second means time is 1 second. ஒவ்வொரு செகண்டுக்கு இவ்வளவு ஹீட் ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆகுதுன்ட்டு. So resistor value we know, time is given, energy liberated also given, so we can find the current first. So what is the formula? I is equal to square root of H by RT or E by RT. Then after substituting the values, square root 25 is nothing but 5. So now from the battery or from the source, it receives the current of 5 ampere to liberate the 100 joule of energy. And then we want to determine what is the potential difference across the resistor. From Ohm's law, directly we can substitute and get the value. Okay. Next two questions. This is very simple. So like this model questions and all, they'll ask in a 1 mark. So listen the question. An electric bulb is connected to 220 voltage generator. There is an electric bulb which is connected to 220 voltage generator. Okay. And the current is 0.5 ampere. The operating current is 0.5 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? We need to calculate the power. நம்ம வீட்ல டியூப் லைட் சொல்லுவோம்ல, 100 watts bulb, or not 100 watts, 40 watts bulb, 60 watts bulb, and 20 watts bulb. Even we used to say 0 watts bulb, but that is not a 0 watts. Actually அது நம்ம 0 watts னே சொல்லக்கூடாது. அதோட மினிமம் ஆப்ரேட்டிங் பவர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 5 watts இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? நம்ம at night we'll use the blue color light, and also some places we'll use yellow color. So அது 0 watts சொல்லுவோம். ஆக்சுவலா எந்த ஒரு பல்புமே 0 watts னே இல்ல. ஏன்னா 0 watts னா அது கரண்டே கன்சியூம் பண்ணாது, ஆனா எரியும்னு சொல்றது. பட் practically possible இல்ல. So எல்லா பல்புமே மினிமம் ஆப்ரேட்டிங் பவர் இருக்கு, because for the functions it requires some amount of current. Okay. So 0 watts னு சொல்றது தப்பு. அந்த பல்போட லேமினேஷன்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், it may be a 5 watt or 10 watts. Okay. So now we want to determine the power of the bulb. It's very simple. The power is the product of potential and current. Already they given the potential difference across, it is 220, and the operating current is 0.5 ampere. 0.5 ampere we can say as 1 by 2, so it is 110. Therefore the power of the bulb is 110 watts. ரொம்ப பிரைட்டா இருக்கும், very bright light is released. Okay, coming to the next question. இதுவுமே இந்த क्वेश्चंस எந்த மாதிரி மாடல்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, நம்ம வீட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா every 2 months EB ல இருந்து ஒரு surveyor வந்துட்டு என்ன பண்ணுவார்னா, he will he will measure the values, he will note down the values. அவர் வந்து நம்ம வீட்ல எவ்வளவு கரண்ட் கன்சியூம் பண்ணிருக்கோம், அப்ப எவ்வளவு நம்ம EB க்கு பே பண்ணனும்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவர் நோட் பண்ணுவாரு. Actually we are paying money to electricity board for what? They are only sending the charge to pass us through gadgets. So how much work is done to pass us through it. So எவ்வளவு நம்மளோட டிவைஸ் கன்சியூம் பண்ணிருக்கு, so அதுக்கு தான் அவங்க சார்ஜ் பண்ணிக்கிறாங்க. சரியா? So நம்ம வீட்ல நிறைய அப்ளையன்சஸ் இருக்கும். So different appliances are rated with different powers, so it consumes a different amount of current because it have a different powers. So overall இவ்வளவு appliances இவ்வளவு நாள் 30 days இல்ல 60 days யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம்னா 1 unit, that is 1 kilowatt hour க்கு எவ்வளவு, so ஸோ அந்த that much டேஸ்க்கு எவ்வளோன்னு கால்குலேட் பண்ணுறது, இதுதான் பேசிக் ப்ரொசீஜர். ஸோ இப்போ இபியிலிருந்து எவ்ரி 2 months நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு ஒருத்தர் வந்து நம்ம எவ்வளோ எனர்ஜி கன்சியூம் பண்ணியிருக்கோன்னு நோட் பண்ணிட்டு we have to pay this much amount to electricity board அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போவார். ஸோ அதை பேஸ் பண்ண கொஸ்டின் தான். ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக இது மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் வரதுக்கு சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. பட் இங்கே நிறைய அப்ளைன்சஸ் கொடுக்கல. while going for higher classes they may given like question like this, but a simple single appliances is given. The appliances is refrigerator. Okay, an electric refrigerator rated 400 watts. So what is the power of the refrigerator? The power of the refrigerator is 400 watts, and every day it is operated for 8 hours. So the time is daily on the fridge எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஓடும்னா 8 hours in a day, 8 hours per day. ஒவ்வொரு நாளைக்கும் 8 hours ஓடுது. நீங்க கேட்கலாம், சார் எங்க வீட்டுல ஃப்ரிட்ஜ்ல நாங்க ஆஃப் பண்றதே இல்லை சார், கண்டினியூஸா ஓடிட்டே இருக்கு. நோ, இப்போ இருக்க ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் சென்சார் பேஸ்டு ஃப்ரிட்ஜ். அந்த கூலிங் சிஸ்டம் கம்ப்ளீட்டா கூல் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் வந்து என்ன பண்ணிக்கும், கரண்ட்டை கன்சியூம் பண்றதை நிறுத்திக்கும். ஸோ விட்டு விட்டு திடீர்னு ஒரு சவுண்ட் ஃப்ரிட்ஜ்ல வரும், பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? ஒரு மோட்டார் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகிற மாதிரி சவுண்ட். எஸ். ஸோ அந்த கூலிங் சிஸ்டம் அந்த கூலிங் எப்போ குறையுதோ அப்போ மறுபடியும் அது கரண்ட்டை ரிசீவ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கும். ஸோ இப்படியே ரிப்பீட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். ஸோ ஆவரேஜா நம்ம வீட்டில் இருக்கிற ரெஃப்ரிஜரேட்டர் ஒரு நாளைக்கு எவ்வளோ நேரம் ஆப்ரேட் ஆகும்னா 8 hours தான் ஆப்ரேட் ஆகும். அண்ட் ஃப்ரிட்ஜோட பவரும் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. வாட் இஸ் த காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த எனர்ஜி டு ஆப்ரேட் இட் ஃபார் 30 days? ஸோ இது மாதிரி இருக்க ஒரு சிங்கிள் ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் 30 நாள் டெய்லி 1 hour ஆப்ரேட் ஆச்சுன்னா நம்ம எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? வாட் இஸ் த காஸ்ட்? ஸோ த டோட்டல் நம்பர் ஆஃப் டேஸ் இஸ் 30 days. So first we need to calculate the energy. What is the formula for energy? Energy is nothing but power into time. So already the power of the refrigerator is given. It is 400 watts and the time is 8 hours in a day. So we have 4 into 8. It's 96. So 96 after 30. Yes. And forgot to say one more thing. Energy is equal to power into time. இது ஒரு நாள். அது மாதிரி இன்னும் எவ்வளவு நாள்? How many days? In 80 days. Sorry, 30 days. So in 30 days. So day cancel. So 4 3s are 12, 12 8s are 96. So 96 after 30. Then watt hour. Okay. So 96,000 watt hour also we can say as 96 kilowatt hour. We know the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. So we have changed this value into commercial unit of energy. And for 1 kilowatt hour already government fixed 3 rupees. But 1 kilowatt hour is 3 rupees. So 96 kilowatt hour is, what is it? 96 kilowatt hour into, what is the value? 3 rupees, no? 3 rupees per kilowatt hour. So kilowatt hour cancel, and 96 into 3 is 6 3s are 18, remaining 1, 9 3s are 27 plus 1 28. Therefore நம்ம ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் ஒரு மாசம் ஓடணும்னா, ஒரு மாசம் ஃபுல்லா நம்ம வீட்ல ஃப்ரிட்ஜ் ஓடி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா அந்த ஃப்ரிட்ஜுக்காக மட்டும் நம்ம எவ்வளவு பே பண்ணோம்னா 288 rupees. இதே மாதிரி ஏர் கண்டிஷனர்ஸ், தென் 4 or 5 எலக்ட்ரிக் பல்ப் லைக் டியூப் லைட், தென் ஃபேன், தென் மிக்சர் கிரைண்டர், வெட் கிரைண்டர், வாட்டர் ஹீட்டர், இது மோட்டர், கம்ப்ரஸர் மோட்டர், இது எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்தா நம்ம வீட்டோட இபி பில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1000 to 2000 வரைக்கும் போகும். அதுவும் ஜாயிண்ட் ஃபேமிலி, இன்னும் பெரிய ஃபேமிலியாக இருந்தால் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாகவே போகும். எஸ். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஹவு they'll calculate money. But நமக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் 100 units ஃப்ரீயாக கொடுத்துட்டு இருந்தது. But now how much? Not sure. Anyway, so they will deduct the money from our regular consumptions. Suppose if you consume 300 units in a month, so 50 units is free and remaining we have to pay amount. So this is how electricity board calculate money for us. Look at the question. This is additional questions, not from the example questions. In some places after the topic they given additional questions. So we have 5 additional questions. Like this, every topic we have some additional questions. But instead of theoretical part, we are going to solve some numerical questions alone. Look at the question. Judge the equivalent when the followings are connected in parallel. Okay. 2 set of questions is given. In the first set, 2 resistors R1 and R2, that is 1 ohm and 10 to the power 6 ohm, are connected in parallel. What is the equivalent resistance? So what is the equivalent resistance? So 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, which is equal to 1 by 1 ohm plus 1 by 10 to the power 6, which is also equal to 10 to the power 6 plus 1 divided by 10 to the power 6. Okay. So approximately, by taking the reciprocal, Rp is equal to 10 to the power 6, that is not equal, approximately equal to, this is also denominator 10 to the power 6. So 10 to the power 6 means 1 after 6 0. 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. So 10 lakhs plus 1 means 10 lakhs 1 divided by 10 lakhs, not much more change. So the ratio of these two values approximately equal to 1 ohm. So for this combination in the parallel, less than the least resistance, but actually the accurate answer is not this value. It is 0.999 something, but we are round off into 1 ohm. So this is one case. And for the second case, 3 resistors, 1 ohm and 10 to the power 3 ohm and 10 to the power 6 ohm. Therefore, the parallel combination, the resistor is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So substitute all the value. 1 by 1 plus 1 by 10 to the power 3 plus 1 by 10 to the power 6, which is equal to, the greatest value is the denominator. So 10 to the power 6. So here 10 to the power 6. Here 10 to the power 3. Here 10 to the power 1. That is 1, not 10 to the power 1. It's a 1. Okay. Then after adding all this value, we have 10 lakhs 1, 10 lakh 1001 divided by 10 lakh. So therefore, taking the reciprocal, Rp is equal to 10 lakhs divided by 10 lakh 1001. So the answer is 0.999 ohm. Okay. So when several resistors are connected in parallel, the equivalent resistance will be less than the least of the equivalent resistance. Okay. But in series, it is greater than the greatest of individual value. Greater than the greatest of individual value in series, but less than the least of the equivalent resistance is less than the least of the individual resistance. Okay. The next question, listen. An electric lamp, a toaster and a water filter. There are 3 components. Each component resistance value is mentioned. R1, R2 and R3. All connected to the parallel with this. So first we'll draw the circuit diagram. What are the 3 components? An electric lamp, and then a toaster, then a water filter. So all these components are connected in parallel with a 220 voltage source. Okay. What is the resistance of an electric iron connected to the same source that takes as much as the current as all the 3 appliances, and what is the current through it? Okay. இதே மாதிரி இது எவ்வளவு current consume பண்ணுமோ அதே current இங்க வந்து கொடுக்கிறோம். ஒரு what is the appliances? An electric iron கொடுத்தா then what is the current through it? இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் போற current எது கொடுக்கிறோம்? ஒரு electric iron கொடுத்தா what is the current through it? So it's very simple. So நம்ம क्वेश्चन குழப்பற மாதிரி கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So in the current என்ன ஆகும்? Subdivided ஆகும். I is subdivided into I1, I2 and I3. So first we will find the equivalent resistance in this combination. What is the equivalent resistance? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1. R1 is 100 plus 1 by 50 plus 1 by 500, which is equal to, LCM is 500. So here we need to multiply 5. Here we need to multiply 10. Here we need to multiply 1. So 16 by 500. But the resistance, equivalent resistance in parallel is taking the reciprocal. That is 500 by 16 ohm. So this is the resistance value. If you round up, then we'll have 31.5 ohm. Okay, but we don't want that value. We'll stop up to this. Now this is the total circuit resistance. What is the resistance of an electric iron connected to the same source that takes as much as the current as all the three appliances, and what is the current through it? இதுக்கு எல்லாத்தையும் ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக் அயனை கனெக்ட் பண்ணா அந்த எலக்ட்ரிக் அயனோட ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் என்ன இருக்கும்? This is the resistance. And what is the current through it? We'll find the current now. Current I is equal to, from Ohm's law, what is the I? I is equal to V by R. So voltage in parallel does not change. So 220 divided by 500 by 16. So 0 cancel. Then 22 into 16 by 50. Therefore the current consumed is, after the simplification, it is 7.04 ampere. So இது எல்லாத்துக்கும் பதிலா நம்ம ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக் அயனை கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டா how much current it draws na, it's a 7.04 ampere. Okay, so இது ஒன்னும் கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிக்காத. இது instead of all these three components, if you are connected electric iron, how much current it receives from the battery. Okay. What are the advantages of connecting the appliances, that is electrical devices, in parallel with the battery instead of connecting them in series? அதாவது நம்ம இருக்க appliances எல்லாமே சீரிஸ்ல கனெக்ட் பண்றதை விட parallel கனெக்ட் பண்றது தான் பெஸ்ட். அதனோட அட்வான்டேஜஸ் என்னன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. So why appliances needed to connect it in parallel with the battery instead of connecting them in series? We know already the advantages as we discussed already. First one, in parallel combination, potential difference is constant. So first point, potential difference in parallel, that is 220 voltage. நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வரது 220 voltage. எல்லா appliances எவ்வளவு தான் போகும்? 220 voltages தான் போகும். But current is subdivided. So potential difference in parallel is constant. So moreover, the total circuit resistance is reduced. Total circuit resistance is reduced. Already we have discussed in the parallel combinations, that will be less than the least of the individual value. And then if one circuit breaks in parallel combinations, other will work. அதாவது இப்போ R1 R2 R3 மூணு காம்பனன்ட் எடுத்துட்டோம்னா, இப்போ R1 ஓட கனெக்ஷன்ஸ் கட் ஆயிருக்கு. அப்போ ரிமைனிங் appliances work ஆகும்னா கண்டிப்பா ஆகும். So if one circuit breaks, other will continue function, other will work. If one component breaks, others will work. This is one advantage. Moreover, the current through each component will add up and give the total current. Current through each component will add up and give the total current and combine to form a total current. So these are the advantage of connecting appliances in parallel instead of connecting them in series. So நமக்கு appliances எப்பவுமே parallel connect பண்றது தான் best. ஏன் அப்படினா potential difference remains constant. Example, நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வர potential difference 220 voltage எல்லா appliancesக்கும் அப்படி தான் போகும். And then total current is reduced. Okay, ஒட்டுமொத்த circuit total current value is reduced. And then if one circuit breaks, other will work because current என்ன ஆகும், subdivided ஆகும். ஐங்கிற total current ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் subdivided ஆகும். So அப்ப individual appliances ஓட current எல்லாம் combine ஆகி நமக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும், total current கிடைக்கும். Okay, the next question, it's very simple, easy question. How can three resistors of resistance 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm, R1, R2 and R3, are connected to give the total resistance of 4 ohm and 1 ohm. அப்ப நமக்கு total resistance 4 ohm வரணும். இப்போ இத கம்பேர் பண்ணுங்க. இந்த 4 ohm you are comparing it with 2, 3 and 6. அப்படினா இருக்குறதுலயே greatest விட greatest-ஆ இருக்கணும். இல்ல. ஏனா least lesser value விட இன்னும் less-ஆ இருக்கணும். Less than the least value னா அதுவும் இல்ல. அப்ப it is middle. அப்ப எப்படி இருக்குனா it is between 3 to 6. அப்படினா 2 oda 3 and 6 will be in series, but 3 and 6 will be in parallel. Listen. So the solution comes like this. R2 and R3 are in parallel, that combined in R1, that combined with R1 in series, with R1 in series. So circuit எப்படி இருக்கணும்னா கவனி, this is R1 and R1 parallel combined ல இருக்கிறதோட series ல இருக்கு. Okay, so what is the value? It is 2 ohm and 3 ohm and 4 ohm are in parallel. So how can you simplify? So this setup is in parallel, so we need to find the equivalent resistance. That will be with the first resistor in series. So find it. So 1 by R3, which is equal to 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, that is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 12. So 4 plus 3, which is equal to 7 by 12. Sorry. Yes. 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. What are the resistance value? 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. Yes. So 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. I mentioned 4. 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 6 ohm. So we have, it's a 6, 2 plus 1, so it's a 3 by 6. So 1 by RP is equal to 3 by 6. Therefore RP is equal to 6 by 3, which is equal to 2 ohm. So we found the resistance. Now this simplification is equal to 2 ohm, that parallel combination simplification with the first resistor in series. Therefore RS is equal to R1 plus RP, that is 2 ohm plus another one 2 ohm, which is equal to 4 ohm. So now we got the equivalent resistance of 4 ohm. அப்போ இந்த equivalent resistance individual resistance ஓட compare பண்ணுங்க. அது less than the least value or greater than the greatest value, but it is in between ல இருந்தா இது மாதிரி தான் circuit வரும். அப்போ ஒரு resistance ஓட மத்த ரெண்டு resistance parallel combination series ஓட இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? The next one 1 ohm. So இப்போ இந்த equivalent resistance individual resistance ஓட compare பண்ணுங்க. So இந்த 1 ohm is very less value, அதுவும் கொடுத்திருக்க resistance விட lesser இருக்கு. I mean 2, 3, 6. இதுல less value 2 தான். அப்ப அந்த 2 விட 1 ohm is less, which means all the resistors are connected in parallel. So all the resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, so 2, 3, 6. 1 by parallel combination, what is the formula? 1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1, that is 1 by 2, plus 1 by R2 is 1 by 3, plus 1 by R3 is 1 by 6. So LCM is 6. So 3 times, it is 2 times, 1 times, then only LCM is 6. So the value is 6 by 6, which is equal to 1. Therefore RP is equal to 1 by 1, which is equal to 1 ohm. So this 1 ohm is very less comparing the less than the least value. Okay. The question is, what is the highest and lowest of total resistance that can be secured by combination of 4 coils of resistance 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm. So this is R1, this is R2 and 12 ohm is R3 and 24 ohm is R4. So we have 4 coils, each coil's resistance are given here. So to get the highest value, what is the total circuit resistance? Similarly, to get the lowest value, what is the total circuit resistance? Already we know. To get the highest value, all this resistance should be connected the series connection. So in series combination only the total circuit resistance will be add up and that will be greater than the greatest of individual value. அப்ப கொடுத்திருக்கிறதுல greatest value வந்து 24, அதை விட நமக்கு equivalent resistance அதிகமா வரும். But lowest value என்னன்னா all these coils should be connected in parallel. அதுல நமக்கு equivalent resistance will be less than the individual resistance. 4 ohm விட கம்மியா வரும். So first to get the highest resistance for highest total resistance all coils in series. So that is series combination. What is the formula? Addition of individual resistance. So add all the value 4 ohm plus 8 ohm plus 12 ohm plus 24 ohm. By adding all this, we'll get the equivalent resistance. It is 48 ohm. So this 48 ohm is greater than the greatest of individual value. Okay, this is for our reference. Similarly, to get the lowest total resistance, for lowest total resistance, all the coils connected in parallel. All coils are connected in parallel. So in this parallel combination, the equivalent resistance is less than the least value. So we know the formula. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. So substitute all the value. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. If you take LCM, we have it's at 24. So what is the value? 6. 4 6 are 24. So 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 12 divided by 24. So 1 by Rp is equal to 12 by 24. So Rp is equal to 24 by 12 ohm, which is equal to 2 ohm. So here the 2 ohm is very less than the least value. What is the least value? 4 ohm. So this is for our reference. Okay. So when we want to get the highest and the lowest total resistance, when the 4 coil resistance are எந்த மாதிரி கனெக்ட் பண்ணா நமக்கு highest value lowest value கிடைக்கும். அப்ப highest value கிடைக்கணும்னா எல்லா காயிலும் சீரிஸ்ல கனெக்ட் பண்ணோம். அதுல total circuit resistance இருக்குறதுலயே greatest individual விட அதிகமா இருக்கும். Suppose to get the lowest value, if all the coils are connected in parallel, then the total circuit resistance will be less than the least value. What is the least value? 4 ohm. அப்ப 4 ohm விட நமக்கு total circuit resistance less ஆ இருக்கும். Okay, next we are going to solve the book back questions in the coming class. Thank you.